Our top story, a 19-year-old is dead tonight after police pursuit in Savannah ended in a deadly crash last week.
It happened at the intersection of Capitol Street and Pennsylvania Avenue. Now his family is sharing who he was and the pain that they are enduring after his death. WSAV's Nikaya Harris spoke with them. She joins us now with how they're moving forward.
Tina, Ben, this family says Trajon Anthony was a passenger in a vehicle that was struck during a police pursuit last Thursday. They tell me it happened as he was heading home from work. For now, the focus now is bringing him back to Chicago and making funeral arrangements as they try to cope with the loss they say came without warning and changed everything.
I can't hug him. I can't touch him.
Trajon Anthony's sister, Trinae Davis, says her family has been in shock since hearing the news.
I just dropped to my knees and I just started asking for God, like begging, like pleading, just like bring him back.
Davis says the last week has been devastating as the family tries to process his death and figure out how to bring him home.
Get him back to Chicago. Like that's really been our hardest part. The money situation. This is just like a devastating loss. This is something we wouldn't even think would happen.
She tells me he was just getting started in life. He came to Savannah with plans for college and a future he was still building.
He went down there to pursue his music for a better life. He was actually working on getting a crib and a car.
Davis says the loss still doesn't feel real, but the reality of everything they have to handle is starting to set in.
He was my everything. He was my heart. He was my lung, the air that I breathe. Like, he was the reason why I got up. He was the reason why to keep going. My brother, anytime I was down, I could call him. And this is my little brother. He was only 19, and I just feel so bad. And I hope he wasn't in pain when he left.
Now the family has started a GoFundMe to help bring him back home and cover funeral expenses as they face the financial burden of an unexpected loss. We will have that GoFundMe on our website at WSAV.com. Two individuals, Quadramel Williams and James Brannon, were arrested and charged in connection to this incident. Nikaya Harris, WSAV News 3 on your side.
Thank you, Nikaya. Some new developments now. Nearly a year after a deadly shooting at Oglethorpe Mall, the 6 suspects accused in the case now have a trial date set. All 6 defendants are scheduled to stand trial September 21st in Chatham County. They face a total of 71 charges combined, including felony murder, aggravated assault, gun crimes, and gang-related offenses in connection to the July 2025 shooting that led to the death of Tina Smith, as several of the accused remain behind bars after being denied bond.
The Highway 82 fire in Brantley County has now burned 22,600 acres with containment at about 32%. Nearly 500 firefighters are battling the blaze as crews work to extinguish the hot spots, strengthen containment lines, and protect homes. Firefighters across the region are working extra hours as they continue battling the wildfire in Brantley County while still responding to calls in their own communities. The Effingham County Fire Department says crews responded last week to a fire that nearly destroyed a local farm. Richard Coward, co-owner of Bootleg Farm, says that flames moved into his front yard on Friday, coming within about 3 acres of a barn housing more than 100 goats. He says quick action from firefighters likely saved his livelihood.
Our fire rescue, those men and women are spread thin, so you know everybody needs to do their part. Don't thump a cigarette out your window. You know, be careful if you got loads you're towing back and forth on the road, because they're working 24/7.
The cause of the fire at Bootleg Farms remains under investigation, and officials are urging residents to continue following the burn ban.
Scammers are getting more sophisticated across coastal Georgia, and local police are warning residents to stay alert after a recent case where a victim lost thousands of dollars. WSAV's Isley Herschel has the details and what authorities say you need to do to protect yourself.
Tina, that's right. The Chatham County Police Department says they saw somebody physically come to the door of a victim and take their money from them, claiming to be from their bank. That person has since been arrested, but the department says people need to stop, check, and protect themselves to avoid becoming victims.
Jameson Ray received a phone call from what he thought was his bank earlier this month.
It was the Navy Federal phone number that you would call to contact them. So I really thought it was the bank.
He says the caller told him someone was trying to take out $1,500 from his bank account. From there, the caller, claiming to be from the bank, said he was going to help him.
They had me take the money from my Navy Federal savings and put it into the checking account. And from there, they had me put it from my checking account into my Cash App.
With over $1,000 now in his Cash App, Jameson was told to send the money to the caller, who said they would reach out later with next steps. They never did.
So when I call Navy Federal and I'm asking for the fraud department, they have no recollection of a claim even being started.
Jameson is one of many that fall victim to scams like this. Scams that cost people all of the money they have.
There has been probably this year alone about $800,000 total that people have been scammed out of just in unincorporated Chatham County.
Chatham County Police Chief Jeff Hadley says the department's new campaign, Stop, Check, Protect, can help keep people from falling victim to these scams.
It can happen to anybody. These are smart folks, accomplished people, but these scams can be very sophisticated.
With the scammer's sense of urgency, it's very important to stop and think about what you're being asked so you don't lose any money.
If you step back and pause for a moment and ask yourself some questions, I don't think this is really real, that this is a scam, you can protect yourself.
Chief Hadley stressed that if you get a call or a text from what you think is your bank, stop and take a breath. Check with your bank by calling their verified number back to see if it's really them calling you, and protect any of your personal and financial information, as this is something banks will never ask of you. Isley Herschel, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Isley, thank you. Making headlines tonight, the Supreme Court ruled today that Louisiana's congressional map relied too heavily on race when drawing districts, and local lawmakers are reacting. The 6-3 decision found the map violated constitutional limits on race-based redistricting, effectively weakening parts of the Voting Rights Act used to challenge similar maps. Critics say the ruling could lead to more redistricting battles nationwide, while supporters argue it reinforces constitutional limits on race-based map drawing. Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock responded, calling the decision a devastating blow to American democracy. This decision is expected to trigger new redistricting battles in states across the country, with broader political impact likely to unfold ahead of the 2028 election cycle. Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones also responding tonight, hoping for the same to happen in Georgia, telling WSAV, "I agree that in a society built on the equal protection of law, no state should be directed to draw legislative maps on the basis of race." Given that Georgia was ordered to do so in its last round of redistricting, I fully support redrawing our state's legislative maps in compliance with today's decision.
Hampton County is searching for new leadership. Hampton County Council confirms it has accepted the resignation of County Administrator LeVar Humans. His last day on the job will be May 29th. The announcement was made during the April 24th County Council meeting, where officials did not offer any comment on the decision, and Humans did not speak at the meeting. Now Council says it will work with the South Carolina Association of Counties and the Parker Poe law firm to identify potential interim administrators.
Now, Time Saver Traffic, sponsored by Arrowhead Clinic, the accident doctors, where it pays to get well.
This afternoon we had some minor issues for our drive home across the region, but our drive times are starting to improve, and nothing weather-wise to slow us down for tonight. However, that may be different as we look ahead to tomorrow morning, with heavy rain starting to push into the southeastern U.S. That'll be with us first thing Thursday morning. Mainly dry for Friday, but more rain is likely as we head into the weekend. We'll have all the forecast details coming up in a few moments.